Hi, everybody. Welcome to my space. I'm so excited to be here with you today on this gorgeous Thursday. So, our weather today is a little crazy. It's overcast and it's been raining and there's been snow and it's a little chilly. And I wish that I had, smell-o-vision or whatever because I put on the most gorgeous pot of French onion soup in between clients and my live today. And I wish you could smell it because my whole house smells incredible and it's perfect for today. So I kind of love a day like this in the spring when it's just like we can soften into the coziness and really, just enjoy. So if you're here with me live, thank you so much. I hope you brought your questions and let me know you're here. Say hi in the comments. Tell me where you're from. And if you have a question that you want answered, please, let's hit it. So first, I want to say, I don't know if you saw my post today. You may not have. Hi, Teresa. Welcome. Hi, Amy. Welcome. But I just wanted to talk about this for a second. Hi, Nat. So happy to see you too. So I shared a bit about something that I've been doing. I've been holding the intention to be very intentional with my thoughts and to make sure that I am coming as often as possible from a space of abundance consciousness versus lack consciousness, because it's really easy to get into that space. And sometimes we don't even realize it. We are so entrenched and we're just so used to it. It's like, it's just what we do. We don't realize that we're in the space of lack consciousness. And that just creates more, right? So we want to move to the space of abundance. So I've been really working on being aware of where I can bring more abundance in, how I can do that. And abundance in all the ways. We always think about abundance in terms of money, and that is one aspect of abundance, but abundance comes in so many forms. So, I'm talking abundance in joy, abundance in people, abundance in opportunities, abundance in creativity, abundance in all of the things. And it's important that we do this and that we are mindful of it, because the lives that we really want to lead, the lives of our heart's desire, they are rooted in abundance consciousness. So I've been practicing that. And yesterday, I had some plans. They kind of fell through. And I still wanted to do some of the things that I had planned. And I thought, well, this is a perfect time. I'm just going to go and do my stuff and take some time for me. And I thought maybe I'd go to a movie. So I had my book with me. And after I'd been running my errands, I thought, oh, I'm kind of hungry. What do I want? And then I thought, I want to go and I want to sit down. I want to have, like the full experience of sitting and eating and whatever, and reading my book and just kind of having a nice, quiet, peaceful, luxurious time with myself. And so I did, and I had a great server. He was fantastic. He was like very attentive, but not intrusive. And it was so awesome. And I kind of told him, I'm going to be here for a bit, whatever. And he just let me be there and everything. And I kept waiting for him to bring the check. And then I finally said to him, yeah, I'm ready for my check whenever whenever you are. And he's like, oh, it's been taken care of. I said, what? He said, yeah, it's been taken care of. That table, people that were at that table over there, they wanted to, do that for you and just bring some kindness to your day. And I was so floored. First of all, I was floored because, wow, how generous and how kind. And second, because they weren't even there for me to say thank you to. Like they literally did this just out of the kindness of their heart, knowing that, you know, they weren't going to get thanked by me. And I love that. So I really want to challenge us. Number one, how can we look more at the abundance aspect of life and where can we be more in abundance consciousness? And two, like, where can we pay it forward? Where can we bring a little bit of joy into somebody's life? That doesn't mean we have to buy somebody's dinner or buy them anything, a coffee, whatever. Just means like, where can we do that? So it might be a smile. It might be just a kind word. It might be a compliment. If you know, we're so weary about saying, not weary, sorry, we're so wary about saying things to people now. And I don't know where this has come from. I don't know what it's rooted in, if it's, you know, lockdown and post-COVID, post whatever, but I don't like it. It's like, let's get back to being free to spread kindness all over, to tell people we think they look awesome, to tell people we like something they have, to tell people whatever. That's from a space of kindness. Let's do it, right? Yeah, so let's see. I said, hi, Joanne. Hi, Sammy. Hi, Anne. So good to see you guys. And Natalie says, always right where you're supposed to be. Isn't that the truth, right? So if you're here, let me know. I want you to know that you're here. I see more numbers than I see names. Don't be shy. And okay, guys, start putting your questions in the comments and let's get right to it. Let's get right to it today and give me your questions. So today I am using the most gorgeous deck of cards. I love these cards. I use these cards a lot. This is the Word Oracle Alchemy System by Lisa Starr Francis. I just love to fan them out and see all those colors. Because you know me, I love colors. Okay, so this is what I'm using today. So put your questions in the comments. And if you don't have a specific question and you just want like general guidance or whatever comes up, that's perfect too. I'm here for you guys. This is your time. This is for you. So let me know what you need. All right. So Amy. Oh, thank you guys. I see the comments coming in. Questions. I have a new job opportunity. I'm wondering if it will be something that moves me into abundance and fulfillment and joy. A little fear to change, but feel it's needed. Oh, Amy, there's always fear of change, right? Even if we know it's good, even if we know it's in our highest good. Change is hard. We like, as much as we know that like change is inevitable and it's so good for us, we like the safe. And especially nowadays, when we are in a world that's constantly in flux and in chaos, it feels good to be very rooted, right? And to just know, to not have things change. I always say, like last year, 2022, like April of 2022 to August of 2023, there was so much change in my life, and I had to let go and say goodbye to so many things. You know, a home, all my people in Salt Lake, a city, all the things I loved there, all the things that I knew, my comfortability. Then when we moved here, I had to say goodbye even more to some relationships, to a car that we'd had forever. And it was hard. And some of it was for the best, but change is something else. So let's look at this. You know, let's really get into this Word Oracle Alchemy and see what it says for you, Amy. Right off the top, I gotta just say, for what it's worth, I'm feeling like it's really, really good. Not only for abundance and fulfillment, but it is going to expand your self-esteem, your confidence, your sense of personal power. It's just going to like skyrocket it, because you're going to be doing something that you're not comfortable in, and you're going to be really good at it, and it's going to be easy for you, and you're not expecting that. Just as an aside. Okay. Ooh, and look at this, a beautiful card. green. Can you guys see that? I want to make sure. That you can. Oh, shoot. Let's see. A little bit. Not great, but it's all green and it's absolutely gorgeous. And I'm going to find the word for you on here. Uncover. Woo, I love that. So what this is saying is if the more that you can stay in your heart center, Amy, with this opportunity, and the more that you can stay in that abundance consciousness about it, the more you will uncover about yourself. And that's really what more that you can do. Uh-oh. Oops, sorry about that. Had a little technical difficulty. I don't know if we're in Mercury retrograde or not, but let's blame it on that. Anyway, instead of user error, because we really know it's user error, but that's another thing. So the green of this card, Amy, stay in your heart, stay with the truth and abundance consciousness, and you're going to uncover so much about you that you didn't know, or that you didn't fully know, or that you didn't understand, that is just going to expand it all. So okay, I'm back, everybody. Let's see. Hi, Catherine. Oh, Lisa's here. Lisa Francis is here. Yay. Okay, so Amy, does that make sense? Does that card help you? Okay, so I'm going to write these down so that I don't forget. Okay, I've got Amy. We answered Amy's question. Now we have Teresa. Then we have Joanne. Let's see. Yeah, 2020. I love this. Sammy says 2024, the return to normalcy. Has anybody experienced that so far? I haven't, and I would love it to be. I keep hearing this from all of the astrologers, right? All of the astrologists say, oh, this is going to be, but for myself, I'm not experiencing it yet. So I just keep doing my thing, focusing on the day in front of me, and, it's all good. All right. So Catherine, okay. Who else wants a question? Okay. Amy says yes. Thank you so much. Oh, Kathleen, no worries at all, please. I'm so used to everybody spelling my name with 2 L's. It's just, I'm a 1 L, but I don't get my panties in a bunch about it because, that's what we do. It's kind of common. So let's see. Kathleen says, I read the post and thought it was so wonderful during these crazy times. It's really nice to know that there are some good people out there. Yes, amen. And I'm going to say that there are still good people out there. There have always been good people. There will always be good people, always. Just like there have always been people that are not so great. And there's always going to be people who are not so great. That's the world, right? And so I said word. Isn't that funny? And we are using the word oracle alchemy system today. So let's see. Okay. Natalie, are Claire and Stacy, that's no problem. Do they have a question, or do they just want insight? Okay. Okay, so let me see. Yes, Kathleen, I'm doing some guidance today, so let me know what you want. Catherine wants a card. Joanne, Joanne and Teresa, do you guys have a question or do you just want general? Sorry, I'm trying to keep this all straight and, it's not easy for me. So, and Natalie, you want a card too, right now? Okay, Catherine wants general guidance. Anne wants a card. General guidance, Anne. Kathleen wants general guidance. Catherine, do you want general guidance or a card? Or a question? This is a little bit of a mess today, guys. Hold on. It's a little bit scattered and a little bit crazy. I'm just going to take a moment. Get embodied. Isn't it funny? I knew I'd need my earth spray today. All right. So, yes, please, says Natalie. General for Teresa. Okay. Claire wants specific advice. Oh, Claire, I'm so sorry. All right. On our highest good. Oh, Catherine, thank you so much. I appreciate that. Catherine, do you want? Oh, Catherine says general. Sorry, I'm asking, and there's the answer right there. Joanne says general. Okay, Anne, did you want general? Okay, ooh, Nat wants a card for clarity for her deep soul speaking. I love that. And what about Stacy? Okay, Anne wants general. Okay. All right, so Teresa, you were my, you are next. So, general card. Teresa, what's going on? Are you becoming involved or are you involved? Have you been involved in a community garden of some sort? I just see you in like this big garden area surrounded by all these beautiful fruits and vegetables and gorgeous plants. It's also like flowers. It's not just edible or not just like fruits and vegetables. Hi, Michael. Welcome. Michael, do you want a general card or do you have a question? Okay, so Teresa says, nope, not yet. Okay, I see that, Teresa. So I don't know if you're going to become involved in a community garden or if you're going to have an opportunity, but I think that I just see you surrounded in it. And it's like big. It's not like, a garden in someone's yard. This is a big community garden. Okay, so the card that the word that what I keep feeling is relax. I feel like you do such a good job of softening into stuff, but there's also this layer of you that's still just on high alert. Like your nervous system is still just on high alert. So you want to be really aware of that and just know that there's little things that we can do to bring it back. So we'll talk about that. So it's interesting because the card is orange. Can you guys see that? There, if I pull it back, maybe you can see it a little better. It's this beautiful orange with these white and a little bit of brown right there. But the orange is all about the sacral chakra, right? And so if you're not really becoming embodied, and what I mean by that is really moving from the space of your head. And I know that you work really hard at this, but there's a disconnect somewhere. So just hold the intention to be more embodied. And this might be what the community garden is about, you being in that. And like, I know that you've had like garden at your home and stuff before, but this feels bigger than that. It's like you've really got to get your hands in there and get dirty. And then the word that I'm looking for that will help you with the relaxation is gaping. Gaping. Sorry, not gapping. Gaping. So to me, that says there's a disconnect, right? There's a disconnect between you wanting to be grounded and you being grounded. And sometimes, no matter how much we want to do it and we try to do it, we can't do it ourselves. We have to actually do something to put us in that space. So this is where the gardening, right? I would also say get barefoot in the dirt, in the grass, like, you know, take the baby for a walk, the fur baby for a walk, and, you know, go to the park and take your shoes off and walk in the grass, or stand in the grass, or do that at your house, whatever, but get in the grass. Oh, Sammy, yes, I didn't see you. I'm sorry. So Teresa, does that help? And it just feels like relax. Like I said, your nervous system, and I know you've done a lot to work with your nervous system as well, but it's like what I'm finding, guys, with myself and with everybody that I know and all the people that I work with, we all are having to tweak everything that we do. The things that we've done aren't quite as potent, or not working at all, right? And so it's up to us to figure it out. So feet in the dirt, feet on the grass, something like that is what I'm feeling. Okay, so we want to bridge that gap. We want to bridge it. We want to narrow it. We want to bring it closer together so that you're embodied and not so much in that fight or flight state. Okay, Joanne. Joanne wants a general question. Okay, Joanne, are you still here? And Judy, I see that Michael is actually Judy. And Judy wants to know about how to get her joy. All right. Okay, so Joanne, are you still here? So Teresa, can you speak to me if it's comfortable? If not, you don't need to. But can you speak to me about that kind of that gap between you know, being embodied, the relaxation and not being fully embodied, and really needing to find a space for that? Can you speak to that at all? Hold on, guys, just one sec. I'm back. Sorry about that. I had my door open for some nice air and it was loud and a little chilly. All right. So Joanne. Yes, Joanne is here. Fantastic. Anyway, Teresa, if you'd like to share anything about that, that'd be great. So Joanne, generally, oh my goodness, I'm just feeling so much fatigue. It's like, literally you're tired, like sleep will help, but it's also like fatigue, emotional fatigue, massive emotional fatigue, so much grief, so much sadness, and it just feels like it's nonstop coming. Does that make sense to you, Joanne? I'm gonna, while you answer that, I'm gonna read Teresa. Oh yeah, sure, I definitely work on that a lot. I think still having a lack of financial stability keeps me off balance. Well, of course it does, right? Of course it does. So the more that we can return to the earth in all of its elements, right? Earth, water, fire, air, but really earth is that stability. Earth is that grounding force. It's our pedestal. Right? And really what we all want is to have a nice big pedestal that we can move around in life and jump and play and skip and lay down and get comfy and everything. And when we're in times that we don't feel are abundant, we don't feel safe. And our pedestal gets smaller and smaller. And the amount of room that we have to play with gets smaller and smaller. So we feel restricted. So of course it is, but that's where getting on the grass, getting in the dirt, getting, connected to the earth. And it's not enough just to go walking. Like, we literally need to be barefoot. Like, guys, we were not meant to have shoes. Like, do we all understand this? We were not meant to have to wear shoes all day, every day, and certainly not high heels or anything that constricts our foot. I'm learning so much about the feet and the importance of the health of our feet to our health in general through my block therapy journey. And it is crazy, but we're not meant to be wearing shoes all the time. And a big part of that is shoes. With shoes, we lose our connection to the earth, right? And that's not how it's supposed to be. So Joanne, I don't know if there's a lag or what's going on, but does that make sense what I said earlier about the fatigue and the real heaviness in your heart area? Okay. Yes, still dealing with childhood traumas and health issues my whole life. Any additional help from the cards, please? Yep, it's coming right up. I pulled it in. I'm waiting for you. So this card is gorgeous because it is a combination of so many things. So I hope you can see it. Oh, what's wrong with these? Why is my stuff not looking so pretty today? Why are these cards not looking so pretty? They're so gorgeous. It's like I've got shadows everywhere. Because there's no sunshine from outside is really what it is. But you can see the pink, you can see the green, you can see the yellow. Those are really essential. So really essential colors for your heart center and for your solar plexus, which is your place of personal power, right? So in order to feel energized, we have to feel personal power. Now, what I feel like happens with you, Joanne, is you vacillate between collapse. Collapse. Go, collapse. And that's too much fire, right? And what happens, the fire element is what governs the solar plexus. And when we've got too much fire going on, we are go, and it's like scorched earth. We burn everything. And then we collapse because we've got scorched earth and we have to recover. What we want is a nice balance of fire where it warms us and it reminds us of who we are, and it grounds us into our personal power without burning, right? That's what we want. My fire blend would be perfect for you, Joanne. It really, really helps to bring our fire into balance so that we have the perfect amount. So you have all the spark we need without any of the burn, right? And that's so important. So the word is bosom. Oof. Can't make this stuff up, right? Heart center. So several times a day, Joanne, put your hands on your heart center and just breathe in and love on yourself. Tell yourself how beautiful you are. Tell yourself what a good job you've done. Tell your body that you love it. And these may not be true statements. That's okay. We have to start somewhere. Start there. I hope that helps. And Joanne, if you have any questions, let me know. Okay. Oh, Jenny. Hi, Jenny. How are you? It has been a long time. I'd love to give you some general guidance. Okay. So, Joanne, did that help? I hope it did. Okay, Catherine, you are up. Oh, Joanne. Joanne says she had breast cancer in 2011. So that bosom really is even more perfect than I understood. So there's a lot to heal from, right? There's a lot to heal from. And, you know, we bring all the childhood stuff up with us, but we cannot heal it, guys. We just have to find what works for us. And we have to make sure that our energy centers are open. This is another thing. This is another thing that I have been learning about trauma. When our energy centers let me rephrase that. When our energy givers and receivers, namely our hands and our fingers and our feet, when they are frozen, blocked with frozen fascia, we don't release trauma. We do things and we feel better, and it gets like all moved up and around like dust, like when you're dusting. And then it settles back down because it can't be released from our body. So things like getting out in the grass or the dirt barefoot, massaging your feet, massaging your hands, doing, block therapy on your hands and feet, whatever you can do, salt soaks, anything that you can do will be so helpful for you, because we can heal. It is possible. I'm amazed at how much I am healing. I made a statement the other day in a class that I've done more healing of these deep emotional things in the last 3 to 6 months than maybe in my entire life combined up until that point. And that's a huge statement, but it's true, because I'm literally, and it's a combination. It's not one thing. It's a combination of several things that I'm doing. And that's what we got to all do. Finding the perfect prescription, that's a little bit of a challenge sometimes. But, we're in this together. If you need me to help you with that, I'm happy to do that. Okay, so Lisa says that card calls itself Growth is Possible. Oh my gosh. Oh, I love that, Lisa. Her cards are so gorgeous, you guys. That's why I love to use them, because there's so much in them. And they really are alchemy, right? They really are alchemy. Okay, Catherine, are you ready? Are you still here? Is Catherine here? Anne, Kathleen, if you guys are still here, let me know. I'm cleaning and clearing the cards in between each use. I'm shuffling them and then pulling the cards. Okay, Catherine, you are not saying something that needs to be said. You're holding back and it's hurting you. It's like, I don't know if you've had a chronic cough or just tightness. Something's going on, but I feel it. And it is because you're not saying what you need to say. Okay. So this card is really beautiful. Blues. You can't really see the purple as much. A little bit up in here. It's absolutely gorgeous. Okay. Kathleen says we can see him. Good. Okay, I'm not going to worry about it then. I'm just going to show you. So look at all the blue, but look at all the purple. So the blue is all about the communication center, right? The voice. Perfect. But what I really want to talk about is this purple, which is your connection to the divine and to your highest self. There's been a kink in that. So the flow is not open. It's not flowing. And that is what is causing you to mistrust yourself and not say these things that you need to say. So Catherine, does that make sense? Let me know. Natalie says, wow, I'm so glad you just said that about our energy centers being open. I just had a download today to do a chakra alignment sound bath. Bingo, you got it. Do it. Help everybody. Help everybody. Okay? Help everybody. We all need it so much. And look at what Jenny says. The way the lights and shadows are hitting it looks like it's moving. Ooh, isn't that beautiful? Cards in motion. Alchemy in motion. Okay, Anne. This card, I feel like, is just going to be for you, and it's about it's about self-trust for you too. I wanted to make sure that I wasn't still getting some residue from Catherine. Catherine, hold on, Anne. Sorry. Catherine, one more thing. If you're not comfortable in saying it directly to the person, write it out first or practice it in front of a mirror. Something like that where you can get comfortable with the actual words that need to be said. But it's time. This is eating you alive. So what's going on in your chest, Catherine? If you want to share with us, okay, I would love it if you wouldn't mind. Okay, Anne. So this card is red and pink and beautiful. And trusting yourself is all about, really trusting ourselves is about every chakra. We could make a case for every chakra being connected to us trusting ourselves. And I think that's true. What this is really talking about, though, is your root chakra and you being connected. So the same message that I told Teresa, get outside, get your hands in the dirt, get your feet in that grass. Same for you. This is essential for you. Essential for you. Okay. And the word that I am seeing is youthfulness. So where can you do something? Where can you bring joy into your life that you felt when you were young? So what did you find joy in when you were young? We want to bring that in. We want to do that. We want to engage in that and have fun with it. And not with no expectations, just simply for the pleasure of it, right? But when we can connect to our youth, like as adults, if we can connect to things from our youth and allow them to feel safe and secure and fun as adults, that helps us to heal that young part of us that didn't feel safe, that didn't feel secure, okay? And really that's what we're looking for here, Anne, is safety and security. Okay, Kathleen, general guidance. Oh, and Kathleen, I've been thinking about you and I meant to text and then it was late last night and I didn't want to do that in case I woke you up, but I am so sorry about your daughter and her family and their puppy and the great loss that they've had for, it's just awful. It's just awful. So many souls are choosing to exit people, animals, and it's devastating. It's devastating to those of us left here, or those of us that are here. I'm not going to say left because that makes it sound like it's a bad thing. No, it's not. It's just different and it's hard. And grief is a beast of its own, right? And by the way, guys, just so everybody knows, I'm planning a 3-part grief series that is going to be absolutely beautiful and help us to move grief and learn to sit with grief and make friends with it and learn from it. And it's going to be beautiful. So if you want to know about that, get on my pre-order list, if you will. Put it in the comments and I'll make a list of it. Okay, so let's see what Catherine says. Catherine says, nothing stands out, but I'm Catholic. We shove stuff down. Ain't that the truth? Ain't that the truth? So no more shoving, Catherine. No more shoving. It doesn't get us anywhere. You know what? We can be Catholics in recovery. We can. There's a lot about my Catholic upbringing that I love and cherish. And there's also a lot that I said, hasta la vista, baby. Don't let the door hit you on the way out. And we can keep the parts that we love and that connect to us. So it's okay. But practice it and get comfortable with it. And if you need some help, my voice oil is fantastic for that. So if you need some of that, let me know. If you need any other help, let me know. Okay, Kathleen is here. Anne says, thank you. You are so welcome. And Kathleen is here. Okay, so Kathleen. Did I say Catherine about the daughter and the dogs? And I'm so sorry if I did. I meant Kathleen. If I said Catherine, these K names, I'm getting all confused today. Give me a little bit more earth. I should do these outside where I can literally be having my feet in the grass. Okay, so Kathleen. What is going on? Somebody close to you, and it feels like a male. Feels like there's something going on that you're having a hard time with, and you're communicating about it, but it's not landing, and it's not being met with, it's being met with resistance. And so it feels like a stalemate. And so the message is like, there's not legs connected to your words. And what I mean by that is, sorry, just want to make sure I'm getting it right. People respond to the energy behind the words we say, not the actual words we say. So if we mean something, like we all know when our mom was like wishy-washy and when she meant business. Like we knew when she meant business, we're done, right? Stop whatever you were doing. And your words feel wishy-washy. So we've got to get you to the space of solidity with your words so that your words can be heard, so that they can be processed, so that they can be received. Okay. Does that make sense, Kathleen? Everybody, while you're here, I just want to say that I want to tell you a little bit of exciting news. So these gorgeous, gorgeous cards that I'm using today, guess what? Guess what? You can have your very own deck. Woohoo! I'm so excited. I've been waiting for this day for a while, and I'm so excited to finally announce that. Oops. Hold on. I didn't give Kathleen her card. Sorry, Kathleen. Okay, so here's your card. It's really pretty blues, reds, oranges. All about the throat chakra. Oh, and the word that I see is communicate. So how you communicate is everything. And we really want to be very intentional and very grounded when we're communicating. Okay. Oh, sorry. I don't know what's going on. Energy's coming in and I am feeling really lightheaded. So I'm going to sit a little different. Maybe I've been on that block too much and put it behind me now. Sorry, guys. Whew, it's a thing today. All right. But let's get back to Lisa Francis. So I want everybody to understand. So, Lisa, can you tell us, because I didn't see it in here, when it's available to order? So I want to go over this real quickly. There are several ways that you can order the cards. You can order the full set, which is the Oracle deck, which is 104 double-sided cards. Guys, that's a huge deck, and it's so beautiful. And it has a 24-page guidebook with 208 word potions, plus a 13-page mystical word spell, 80-page full-color guidebook with methods and examples of 3 multiple card layouts, a magic wand, a dot-to-dot embody play pad, 25 sheets of that, a dot-to-dot undo, I upgrade play pad, 50 sheets of that, and a dot-to-dot I spell play pad, 104 sheets. That is $168. Okay. Then your gift with purchase is 5 months in the Word Hub, the private gathering space for word alchemists. And that's a value of $61.70. Okay. The second item is the Word Oracle Alchemy System, the deck alone. With that, you get the 104 beautiful double-sided cards. You get the 241-page guidebook with 2 layouts with 208 word potions and a 13-page mystical word spell. So the value for your money is astonishing. Lisa is so generous, and I cannot tell you the amount of love and care and attention that have gone into this deck. You'll feel it. I'm sure you guys feel it as I'm using it. You will feel it as you use it. And your gift with purchase for the second item is 2 months in the Word Hub, the private gathering space for word alchemists. And your value on that is $25. So what a great, was I glitching? Oh, shoot. Okay. So Kathleen, did that make sense for you, your message and the card? And Lisa says, April 30th, they will be available. Awesome. And Lisa, do you want to put your site in? Oh shoot, glitches a while ago. Doggone it. Okay. Lisa, do you want to put your website in there so that people know where to go to order it? That would be whatever they choose. And guys, let me tell you, it is so much fun to have the full package, the $168 package, because you get all these fun things that really do take you back to childhood and really help to unwind and heal so much of our childhood trauma. And you get this beautiful wand to play with. Who doesn't love a wand, right? Okay. Kathleen, did the cards make sense? The card and the message that I gave, or did you not get your message? Okay, Natalie, Claire, Sammy, Stacy, Jenny, I need to make sure everybody's still here. And I didn't hear what Stacy wants. Does Stacy want just a general card or something else? Okay, Kathleen, I'm glad I said your name right. And Kathleen says she can't believe how many pets. It's just, Jenny, thank you for letting me know you're still here. It's crazy the number of pets and the number of people. Like, and some days who can blame them, right? But Judy, hi, thank you, Judy. Okay. All right, so Claire. Claire, for your heartbreak, which again, I am so sorry for. Feels like there's a grandma energy coming through. And I keep seeing a J and an R, but I know it's not for Robertson. It's something else. And it's an older female and a 2. So the 2nd of a month or February. Does any of that make sense? Stacy wants a general card. Great. Does any of that make sense, Claire, as far as who that might be coming through? Oh, and I know you can't comment, right? Darn it. Oh, it's so hard. I want to be able to do something where I can get you guys, when I'm reading you, to be on here with me. I'm going to figure that out. I don't know how I'm going to do that, but okay. Lisa says yes, on April 30th, the deck will be available here. Lisa Star with 2 R's, Francis.com. Beautiful. Thank you. And Kathleen says those are your colors. Those are my colors. Perfect. But does the message that I said make sense about the communication that you need to have with a male in your life? Oh, Sammy says it didn't glitch for her. Woohoo! Okay. All right. So Claire, the message is be still. Like, be still. Come into yourself, come into your space, come into your space with God, and allow yourself to really heal. This current heartbreak brought up something from a relationship that feels like maybe 10 to 15 years ago. And so it's like you're reliving and regrieving all of that too. So you want to be really gentle, really careful. Okay. And the card is this beautiful green with purple on this side and blue. So to me, this is just stillness, right? It's heart-centered. It's no need to speak. Like the one thing that I'm hearing is no need to defend it. Like there isn't a defense for it. So just let it be. So I don't know if this makes sense, Natalie, if you can help with it, and the word that I'm seeing, Claire, is recognition. Okay. So how much can you recognize beauty? How much can you recognize your strength? How much can you recognize your worth? And the thing is, your worth in God's eyes, not your worth to yourself, because our worth to ourselves might be this. And in God's eyes, it's like off the charts, right? And that's what we want you rooting yourself in. The other thing that I'm feeling is stay as much as you can in your heart center. Like throughout the day, put your hand on your heart and just lean in. Breathe. So I'm not getting comments, so I want to make sure that that's working. Okay, Natalie. Let's see. I'm going to go back up to Natalie and see. I'm feeling deep soul speaking. I would love a card for clarity. Okay, so for your soul, Natalie, for your soul, deep soul speaking. Ooh, I love that. I love it when our soul speaks deeply to us, because that's what's meant to happen, right? That's what's meant to be, is deep soul speaking. Natalie, are you still here? I'm going to pull it anyway. Judy's here. Sammy's here. Jenny's here. Anybody new on the call? The numbers have been changing. Okay. Thank you, Natalie. The numbers have been changing. So if you're new and you want a card, let me know. Okay. So Natalie, soul speaking, it feels very much about your sacral chakra and like deepening into your water. Like the more that you can be in the water, the better. One thing, sorry, that I don't want to forget. Joanne said she's interested in the grief. Wonderful, Joanne. Joanne, my email, it's running across the bottom of the screen, Michelle@michellesnelling.com. Will you please email me with that and let me know that you are, so that I have your email. Okay, I want to make sure that I have that. Okay, so Natalie, it's about your sacral chakra and about you being in the water. So I'm not necessarily about your voice, but I'm seeing blue, like blue water all over the place. Oh my gosh, I think this is the card that I just pulled. Was this Kathleen's card or Claire's card, or Kathleen, one of them. Anyway, how crazy. And I shuffled and shuffled and shuffled. But so I'm going to say, be in the space of water as much as you can. So lots of baths, foot soaks, whatever you can do, be around water, put on water sounds, all different water sounds, waterfalls, fountains, ocean. And that's just going to deepen even more the soul's conversation with you, which is so beautiful. And I just love that. Okay. All right. Okay. Kathleen says, I understand what you said. Makes sense. I will think on it. Okay. Anne says, interested in the grief. Thank you, Anne. Appreciate that. And Natalie says she knew her card would be multicolored. Of course you did, right? I love that. Thank you. Joanne says, I will email you. Thank you, Joanne. Okay, so now we are at Judy. How to bring joy. How to bring in your joy. You know, what I have found, and this is not from the card, this is from Michelle, like layman Michelle, not psychic Michelle right at this moment. Michelle, human with my own experience. The way that we find joy is by allowing ourselves to find joy. And that sounds so simple and so hard at the same time. But it really is true. We have to intend to find joy. We have to be willing to let joy in. So one thing that I find with a lot of women especially, this is an issue for a lot of women. We know how to give. We know how to take care of everybody. We know how to do it all for all our people. But when it comes to us, it's not quite so easy. And the receiving is a challenge. The receiving is a real challenge. And so it can be so hard to receive the joy that you're saying you want. So that's what I'm going to say, Judy. Practice receiving. Get those energy centers open. Like I said, our hands and our feet, they are full of frozen, stuck stuff. We got to open them up. Our feet have 26 bones. Now, if you think about fascia and the fact that it's a really intricate highway system, right? And it moves around every single bone, every single nerve, every single blood vessel, every single tendon, muscle, all of it around our entire body. 26 bones in your feet, that's an incredible amount of fascia to be frozen. And guess what? That's a major receiver and releaser for our energy and for toxins and trauma and all the stuff. So if that's not open, you're going to be stuck. So get those feet open. Get those feet open. Joanne, I don't know if I told you this, but this is just coming to me. You need to take a bath. Like you need some baths or some, like at least soaking in the shower, like soaking in some, like, of course I recommend my Naked because it's really high quality and we know what's in it and what's not in it. And it's going to do what we say it's going to do, which I'm always for. So, but you need to be soaking. Okay. Oh, this card calls itself the language of universal love. Is my mother tongue. And Natalie, and you're hearing Deep Soul speak. Oh, that brings tears to my eyes. Oh, you guys, we can't make this stuff up. What a gorgeous message for all of us. But Natalie, and I think that was Claire's card or Kathleen's card. Oh my gosh, the language of universal love is my mother tongue. Oh, Lisa, thank you for that. Oh, you're welcome, Natalie. Thank you. And Lisa says, big truth. Yes, Michelle, truth. It does take practice. It does take practice. We have to unlearn. And by unlearning, I don't like to think of it as we have to learn something new. We have to let go of the crap so that we can remember who we are. It's not about relearning, it's about remembering. Because our perfect, beautiful love self is there. The being of love and light and perfection, perfectly imperfect, that we were born as is still there. It's just been covered up with all the clutter from living our life, all the trauma, all the wounds, all the hurts, all the opinions, all the beliefs, all the patterns, and blah, 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 blah. But it's there. So we don't need to relearn. That can sometimes feel really heavy when we think we have to learn something new. No, just be willing to remember who you are. I always say release and remember. Release and remember. Oh, shoot. There are a lot of glitches, blips, lagging. Even when I type, there's a lag. We can see and hear 99% of what you say, I think. Oh, my gosh. Darn it. Okay. Oh, Natalie. Darn it. Let me see if I can find it. It's a beautiful card. And now, of course, it's in the mix and it's not right on top, but I'll find it. Give me a second. Give me a second. Because it is worth seeing. Actually, Natalie, did you mean what does it? Here it is. I found it. Right there. Ooh, I think that's a good one. Okay, so, and this card is called The Language of Universal Love is My Mother Tongue. Lisa, you are such a brilliant divine being. What a connection to the divine. These cards have the most gorgeous names. And that's one thing I'm excited about. I'm going to order my own deck, my own big deck play system so that I have the names of all the cards, because then I can tell you. Okay, Jenny's not seeing any glitches. Yay! So grateful for that. Okay, well, I'm glad. When you say a bath soak, should it be yeah, with salts, not baking soda. Not feeling the baking soda is needed right now, the salt though. And like I said, my naked salt is what I usually recommend, just because that is, it's clean, it's clear, we know it's good, and it's going to do what it says it will. Okay, so let's see. Judy, 2 cards fell out for you, okay? So the first card is oranges, pinks, yellows, and greens. Perfect. Perfect. And the next one is blues and red. Okay. So we've got all the chakras from the tip of your toe up to your throat covered, right? So you've got all of the chakras of matter, which are all about us being in the physical. And then we've got all the chakras of spirit, which are not all of them. Sorry, we've got the first one, and we've got the heart, which is the bridge between all of them. So what I'm going to say, Judy, is you've really got to set the intention to allow joy in and practice it. Practice it. So do things that bring you joy. And if you don't know what that is, just do things that sound okay, even, right? Because what we want to do is we've got to start where we're at. So if I say, Judy, find all the things that bring you joy, and you're like, there's nothing that feels like is joyful right now, then for me to say that, that's dumb. You're not going to do it. It doesn't make sense. It doesn't work. So you're not going to do it. That's not what we want. We want to set ourselves up for success, right? That's what I'm here for, to help you guys to find your way. So, even if it's just right now, it feels like it would be nice to go lay on the bed and just veg, or take a little nap, or read a book, or listen to some music. You know, guys, I have to tell you, for the last 14 years, probably, I have read exclusively self-help books, or spiritual texts and things like that. And in last July, I was in Salt Lake, and I went to my sister's house, and she was showing me, because she reads multiple books a week. And she was showing me all her books. And I saw one there that had caught my eye at a store one day. And I asked her about it. She's like, oh, take it. And so I announced on the drive home, I'm going to be in the back with the dog reading. And I read the whole way. And it brought my heart, it brought a lightness to my being that I cannot tell you. It's like, oh my God, I've forgotten how much fun it is to read simply for the joy of reading. And so that led to me starting a book club where we read just for the joy of reading, and it is awesome. So, Judy, what will bring you joy, or what feels okay? What feels good in the moment? And every day, once or twice a day, ask yourself, what do I want to do right now? What do I do right now? What do I want to do right now? And then do it. Okay? And if it doesn't bring joy, it's okay, because we're practicing. We've got to start here. We're going to build to here, right? Okay, so this card, the beautiful orange, pink, green, and yellow, the word I'm seeing is troubleshooter. And I think that's perfect for you. You've got to be a troubleshooter right now. Okay? We're troubleshooting. We're figuring out how to do this. We don't know. You've forgotten. Okay. So it's just step by step, baby steps. What feels good today? What feels okay today? yesterday I was not feeling joy, honestly. When the story that I told you guys about going out and running errands and then going to dinner and having somebody buy me dinner, I was not in joy. I was not in abundance consciousness. I was miffed. I was annoyed. I was anything but. And then I decided, let's just press pause. I pressed pause. I pulled over. I just took some breaths. I put my hands on my heart center, took some breaths, grounded into myself. And I said, what do you need? Like, what do you want right now? I didn't ask what will bring you joy. What do you need and what do you want? And I very clearly heard, I want to go sit and read my book and just be. Like, put my phone away, not worry about anything. So I did. And it was fantastic. So Judy, you just start from there. And then, the word on this card is nougat. So to me, that means like something sweet and chewy and yummy. So I would really use that as something that you might think of for what you want to do. Like, something that might bring you joy or at least some peace and some happiness is a little nougat of something, right? Some nougat. Like I said, sweet and chewy and, fun, like yummy and gooey, okay? Do I sell the naked salt? Yes. I do sell the naked salt. Okay, now, that's all I want to do is lay in bed. Great. Guess what? Give yourself permission. What I always find, Judy, is when I give myself permission to do something that my brain is saying, you shouldn't be doing that. You're awful to be doing that. That's lazy. That's Shh. That's what I do. And then I give myself permission. And what usually happens is when I give myself permission, the time that I want to stay there is shorter. Right? Whatever we resist persists. So if our heart, if our soul, that deep speak soul talk that Natalie was talking about, if our soul is speaking to us and it's calling to us and saying, Judy, you just need to be in bed for a while. And we're going, no, I shouldn't do that. I can't do that. Or we limit it. It's going to keep persisting and it's going to get worse. Okay. So do it. Give in. All right. Sammy, I'm here finally. Sammy, let me see. I had one. Let's see. Joanne, I do sell the naked salt. It's under Salt Soak on my site. And it's what I recommend because, guys, all salt's not created equal. So they can do a lot of processing to salt. They can take minerals out. They can add things in. They can heat process. All of it changes the molecular structure of salt and makes it so that it's not bioavailable for us. And it doesn't do what it was naturally meant to do, which is replace our minerals, be an ionizer, and like nourish our cells to the nth degree. Okay. So that's why I always tell everybody, like, buy mine. It's good. They don't do a thing to the salt. I don't do a thing to the salt, except add some more minerals in with it with the bentonite clay, which is fantastic. So it's going to be good. Okay. Let's see. Yes, 8th house magic. Absolutely. There is still time for a card. Can I get your name though, so I know who I'm working with? Lisa says, I thoroughly enjoy listening to the guidance coming through you. Oh, Lisa, I love you. It's your cards. They are magic. Let's see. Sammy says, the last time we spoke, you told me it was time to read The Alchemist. I read it and it sparked that joy of reading simply for fun. Yay. Oh, I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. Okay. Jenny's still here. Somehow I switched accounts, no problem. Yes. Nat says, listen to your soul without shame or judgment. Amen. Anita, welcome. And Nat, is Stacy still on? Okay, Sammy. So we've got Sammy, Jenny, Stacy, and Anita. And Anita, did you have a specific question or do you just want general? So the thing I love about The Alchemist is that book. If you guys haven't read it, I highly recommend it. If you have read it, reread it, because every time I've read it, and I've probably read it 4, 5, 6 times by now, I find something else. So the most recent time I read it was back in maybe 2021 or 2020. I assigned it to my son for a book report. He was thrilled, by the way. But so I read it with him, and I just love it. And I think it's time. Thank you for the reminder, Sammy. I think it's time to reread it. Okay, so what is coming through right now is ceremony. So I just keep feeling the need for ceremony, and ceremony in like the mundane. So I wrote about this yesterday. This is one of my tools that I love. Is like, it's easy for us to create ceremony around like the big things we do, meditation, yoga, all that. But I like to bring ceremony to the mundane, because first of all, it makes them not feel mundane, and it helps me practice my alchemy, because that's really what alchemy is about, taking the ordinary and making it extraordinary. So if I can be scrubbing the toilet and I'm setting the intention that every time I'm scrubbing the toilet, I'm in ceremony. And what I like to do is with each pass of the hand, I'm either letting something go and then letting something in, right? And so it's ceremony. Anyway, that's coming up, Sammy, because I feel like that's what the cards are calling you to do today, is to bring ceremony into something really mundane. So something that you do that you don't love, that you dread, and try it and see how it feels, and practice being the alchemist in that way. And what that does is it strengthens your personal magic, right? It strengthens your alchemy muscle, your alchemist muscle, so that you are your own alchemist, because we're all our own alchemist. And it feels very tied to your core, to your solar plexus. So I don't know if you have any of my fire, but I don't know if I know you've just not been feeling well. But before that, were you like burning the candle at both ends? Because it feels like that whole thing that I talked with Joanna about go, 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 then down for the count. Not to the same extent, not as much, but it still feels that a little bit. So the solar plexus. So if you have my fire, use that. Okay. Ooh, another gorgeous card. Okay. And I want you to see that there's this patch of yellow gold up in the top, which I love. So, and I think the blue is just all about how you're communicating with yourself and how you're hearing. It's really about the hearing, how you're hearing yourself, and not only hearing yourself, but how you're hearing like all of the messages that are coming in. Have you been like having experiences with that, with hearing things, or like hearing your name being called? Something's going on with that in the ether world, like the spiritual world. They're communicating with you that way. So if you could let me know that, Sammy. And let's see the word eloquent. Ooh, I love that. So we want to be eloquent in the way that we speak. The thing that I saw was the 4 agreements: be impeccable with your speech. And this is that, and it's also like beautiful, like bring beauty into your words, in your writing, in your speaking, and especially your self-talk. Where can you bring eloquence into your self-talk? Okay, so Stacy had to jump off. Joanne says, thank you for helping me continue to heal. You are welcome. Like I said, you know what? At the end of the day, guys, we're all here together trying to heal. We're all on the same boat. And the thing is, I don't care what level anybody is at. I don't care who they are. I don't care what kind of a pedestal we put them on. If they're here living this human life, they have healing to do. It's just the way it goes. It's the rule, right? If they're here, they've got healing to do. So Sammy, does that make sense for you? Let me know. That would be great. Okay. Jenny, you've been so patient, you guys. Thank you. So Jenny, something feels like I feel movement, and there's like movement with work, movement with home. It might be a few areas. I'm not sure. And I'm hearing the name Jack. So does Jack mean anything to you? Oh, hi, Lisa Fusco. How are you? So good to see you. And Lisa by Grace says, truth every day. We are each at the beginning. Amen. Every day, right? Every day is a new opportunity to make a new choice. That's why, and I do this constantly, but I'm constantly reminding my clients that we don't want to look with today's eyes. We don't want to look with April 18th, 2024's eyes at something we did in the past, even if it was 2 days ago. Because guess what? Today, we're not the same person we were 2 days ago. We know better today. And so when we're judging ourselves, it's unfounded, because if we knew then what we know now, it would be different, right? So we want to really come with gentleness. Okay. I'm not sure what you mean. The toilet is such an alchemist. Your message is landing loud and clear. And yes, Lorena's message resonated. Perfect. Okay. Okay. Oh, so Jenny says her son is Jackson. Okay. Hold on, Jenny. Just one sec. Sammy says yes to the hearing. Yay! The veil has been very thin. Perfect. It is thin. It's going to continue to be thin for you. The more gentle and kind you can be with yourself, the more clear it's going to get. The more that soul is going to speak to you, right? I love that. Okay. New beginnings. Okay, Lisa, did you want a card? If you want a card, let me know. Okay. So who am I on now? Jenny, sorry. So the movement. Jenny, can you speak to me about the movement? And Jack is your son. Perfect. So I know this message is for you. What is the 3? I keep seeing a 3 or March. So March is something, or the 3rd of a month. I'm feeling like an older female is here for you. So that would be like a grandma, whatever. Guys, I want to say while I'm waiting for Jenny to type, that's one of the things I love to do the most. I mean, I love all this work. I love to connect with you guys. I love to be in my intuition and bring guidance and help and do everything, be of service. And I'm most honored when I can bring through our loved ones. So this is a time of, like I said, grief is just paramount right now. And I feel it in myself and those close to me, in the collective. We're just in this grief pandemic. And it's a challenge to process. Grief is a challenge. So, and let me say, not so. And one of the things that I have found for myself is that a great amount of healing comes when I'm able to get messages from my loved ones through mediums. So if you are needing a message from a loved one, or you just want to hear what they have to say, reach out. Let's connect. I'll connect you. I mean, I do it. Like, I just heard Jack for Jenny. I had no idea her son was Jackson. So, just is what it is. But we'll connect you with who wants to connect with you, who wants to connect with you, and it'll be wonderful. It's a wonderful way to heal. Jackson's birthday is on the 3rd of December. My daughter was born in March. Okay, so do you have any idea who the older female is that's coming through and wants to talk to you about this movement. So do you know about the movement, either with work or home? It just feels like there's movement. And you know what? It might not even be physical movement. It might be like remodeling or water damage or something like that. It feels like they're showing me a bunch of stuff. So I'm not positive what it is exactly. But here's your card, okay? And I love that it's blue. Your grandma, maybe. Okay. Let me see if I can get. Did she have something in her chest, like chest area? That's what they're showing me. Everything is moving in your life. Okay, so the message here is to get as grounded in as you can, because it literally, like I said, I was feeling, they were showing me so many things. I didn't know what was going on. And that makes sense. It was kind of like head spinning, right? Like this and this and this. So the more that you can be grounded, the more you'll be able to deal with it all. Some of the things that are moving don't need to be moving. So like prune those things where you can, like cut out that stuff, that the erroneous stuff that doesn't need to be there. Maybe somebody else thinks it needs to be, but it doesn't. So get really clear about what those pieces are and let those go. That'll help you to feel more grounded. Let's see. Chest with the grandma. And let me get the word for you. Genes. Ooh, I love that. So genes, let me think of let that word speak to me. It's like the thing that I'm feeling is comfortable and sturdy, like sturdy and comfortable. So the more that you can get yourself steady and sturdy, the more comfortable you're going to be in this chaos, okay, and all this movement, like a trusty pair of jeans. And sturdy, like that word sturdy just keeps coming. So I'm not sure, Jenny, if any of you want to, explore any of this anymore. I'm going to put my link on here for you to nope, that's not what I wanted. Sorry about that, guys. Jenny, is there anything with your grandma with that, with the chest stuff? Okay, so there's my link if you want to schedule some time with me. And jeans, Jenny, sturdy and comfy. Okay, so Stacy's not here. Anita. Hello, Anita. Okay, a general question for, of course I can pull you one of your cards, Lisa. I would love that. Oh, and there's two Lisa Fs. Lisa Fusco and Lisa Francis. Okay, so you're not sure with the chest, Jenny. So it might not be your grandma then. Is there an older female who had something with the chest? Not necessarily how she died, but just I'm feeling like it feels a couple things. It feels breast related. It also feels like breathing related. So could be two separate people. Might be one person with both. I don't know. Okay, so needing to ground and trim some of the movement definitely resonates. Okay. All right. Perfect. I love that. I love that. Thank you so much for letting me know. Okay, Anita. Are there two women, two girls connected to you, Anita? And I don't know if they're like both going in opposite directions and you're stuck not knowing where to go, who to follow, what to do. But there's definitely two paths. So they might not be girls. Mm. Jenny says, could it be the dog? Absolutely. The dog now or a dog that you had? Oh, her heart just stopped after struggling to breathe a bit. Okay, so did she pass? And is she connected to like the three? Okay, so Anita says, Mom and sis, absolutely. Are you caught in the middle? This feels familiar, Anita. Have we talked about this before, or was this someone else? Oh my gosh, she passed a few days ago. Oh, Jenny, I'm so sorry. I definitely think it's her, and she's a female. Yeah, it's interesting though. She did not come through feeling like an animal. She feels like a human. So I don't know if she like was kind of human like. I mean, I know that's crazy, but like I feel like you guys communicated. Like she transcended her dogness. Okay. Oh, how beautiful. And when did she pass? She passed 3 days ago. Wow, you guys. Okay, so Anita's neutral to the situation. She says probably they keep coming up. Okay. But I don't feel like you are neutral because I feel like you feel in the middle. And what I mean by in the middle is they're not like putting you in the middle, but it's like when you talk to when you're, you know, you don't talk to sis about mom, you don't talk to mom about sis. You're very careful about what you say. So you aren't neutral as much as you want to be. Are there two other females? Because this doesn't feel like them exactly. Feels different. So it may not be females, it might be paths. Are there two paths that you're trying to figure out one way or the other? Well, I'm waiting for Anita. Jenny, oh my gosh, how gorgeous that your pup would come through today. I mean, oh, you guys, it's beautiful. It's so beautiful. Is there a C connected with you or the pup or your family? Initial C like cat or Charlie? Okay, for sure paths. Okay, so two specific, that looks like four. Hi, Jen. Welcome. Let me know if you want a card. How many paths? Because I'm seeing two. I'm seeing two clear paths, and you're like square in the middle and can't decide where to go. And is this about it feels like it's something with your house, like moving or I don't know. The doctor that helped was Cameron. Okay. Validation that this is her, the vet. Thank you, Jenny. Oh, so beautiful. All right, Jen says, sure, you know I do. Yeah, I do. I know. When I go to these, I'm always like, yes, give me a card. Okay, so is the path, Anita, is it about your house? Continue work where I am or start a business? Oh, okay. Let's see. Continue work where I am or start a business. I feel like it's a combination of both. I feel like it's a combination of working at a regular, at a place of work, a job, part-time, eventually, and then the business. I feel like you keep waiting for the perfect opportunity to quit and do it, and that's not going to happen. You have to start taking actions towards the business, and then it'll just become more and more clear. That's, we wait for the perfect timing, and guys, it doesn't come. It doesn't come. The perfect timing does not come. We are the perfect timing. Now is the perfect time. When we do it is the perfect timing. So take a step. Have you flushed out the ideas for the business, Anita? Because that's what I'm feeling like you're not clear on what it is you want to do, like what kind of a business it would be. And that's where you've got to start. You've got to get clarity on that. Unfortunately, I can't go part-time, but opportunities are falling into my lap for my business. Perfect. Then keep doing it and keep doing it and let it keep growing, because eventually it's going to be like you're going to be too busy, and then you'll have so much income and you'll leave the job and do your business. But for now, I'm feeling like don't leave the business right yet. Feels like it's not going to be very long though. Like I'm seeing a 2, so I'm feeling like maybe 2 months. Not long at all. And Jen says, that's great advice for everyone. Amen. It is, right? Right? We can't wait for the perfect timing. We got to just do. Okay, so the card for you, Anita, is this beautiful green and blue and pink, and I love that. So if you can stay in the space of love for your business and for what you want to do, it's just going to keep expanding and growing. Now, the thing I'm going to say, if you have figured out what it is you're doing, and it sounds like maybe you have, then it's about fine tuning. It's kind of like that pruning that I talked about earlier with Jenny about like pruning the stuff that doesn't need to be there, that doesn't need to be in motion. It's time for you to prune too with your business a little bit. So here's the card, and the word is regulated. Ooh, I love that. That goes right along with it. Like, you know, regulated to me means that there's a system, there's a way to do it. This is what we do. This is what we don't do. It's all clear. So where can you prune? Definitely need to fine tune the plan. Oops, sorry, wrong one. Definitely need to fine tune the plan. Excellent, Anita. So do that, work on that, and do the pruning as much as you can. Okay, Lisa Fusco. Okay, Lisa, general question. Are there 3 things that you're looking at purchasing? And I don't know if this is residual from Jenny, but I'm feeling like a pet. I'm seeing like a camper or some type of mobile home type of a thing. And then like furnishings in the home. I don't know, Lisa. Let me know. You are so welcome, Anita. You know, guys, the stuff just pops in and I give it as I get it. So half the time I'm like, really? This is what I have to say? But I give it as I get it. So, and we work from there. Hopefully we can make some sense of it. And again, guys, if anybody wants to be on my list for the grief workshop that I'm going to be doing, please let me know. I would love to have you join us. Sorry, I'm going back. I need to find... Okay. So I have 3 dogs right now looking to possibly adopting another one. Oh, okay. Well, that makes sense. You have 3 and you're looking at adopting another one. We have a place in Alaska with a dry cabin on it that my husband is looking to turn into a tiny home. Okay. All right. So that's it. Exactly. So my answer for that is going to be, if you're thinking about the dog, Lisa, I think the answer is yes. I think that's what's coming through. You know, I think the answer is yes. Although, no, I think the answer is yes. I think you need, I think the 4th is going to be like the kind of the neutralizer, if you will. It's so interesting. It's like they're showing me that the new dog coming in is going to be the neutralizer for the 3 current dogs. So I don't know if there's some like anxiety or hyperness or something, but this new dog is really going to bring a lot of calm. And oh, the card fell out. A jumper. I love a jumper. Okay, bye, Sammy. Thank you so much for being here. Love you. And thank everybody for being here. I love all of you, and I appreciate you being here. So the card for that is, ooh, I love this. It's pink and orange and some little bit of purple in there that you can't really see, and some black. So I'm going to say that all of this that came through, the dogs, the house in Alaska, it's all going to bring you joy. And it's all going to bring you joy and bring more joy. And the new dog will bring more joy. She says, yes, I have a dog that has separation anxiety. It's very hyper. Okay. This new dog is going to help it a lot. It's going to help it a lot. Oh, I didn't give you your word. I'm sorry. There's, I got to be on this better. Cornerstone is the word I saw when I turned it over. I haven't showed you guys, but that's what the back of the cards look like. It's just all these beautiful words with hearts. And that's how I use it. I turn it over, and whatever word I see first is what I use, what I give to you guys. So cornerstone, I'm going to say that this dog is going to be a cornerstone for your dog family and your family. And then the house in Alaska is going to be a cornerstone for you and your husband and your family. It's going to be a really wonderful place for you guys to visit and just be. That's what I just keep seeing, pure relaxation, nothing to do but be, which is really good for you. Okay, Lisa Francis. Lisa, is the number 7 connected to, so that would be like the 7th of a month or July? Is that connected to someone in your family who's passed away? And is there a K like kite? Lisa says, wow, that's awesome. Yes, 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 yes. And thank you so much. You are so welcome, Lisa. Thank you for joining us today. So Lisa Francis, is there a K in loved ones who've passed? And does the number 7 resonate in some way? That's what's coming through. Oh, okay. So Athena is July. Okay. And is there a K somewhere? Somebody who's, and I can't tell if it's a male or female. They're not really telling me. It's like they keep coming up and then kind of stepping back. It's almost like they get their courage and then they're going back. I'm trying to just encourage them to come forward. And they're showing me roses, but these are special roses, and they're I don't know names of roses, but these are special, a special kind of rose that's popular or something, and they're pink. They're like a really beautiful pale pink. No K. First, middle, or last, or even a nickname. Could it be on Errol's side? Sometimes, in-laws come through. I'm going to do Lisa's a little different than I've done. I'm going to pull the card. I'm going to find the word. Well, I had a man I called Kearney. Okay. Like a romantic, a family friend. Okay. And he's passed. And is he connected with a 7 as well? And what about those roses? What is it with the roses? Okay, he's passed. Do you know what it is with the roses, Lisa? I want to remind everybody while we're still on here about Lisa's offering with her deck. So you can get the full deck, the full the full Word Oracle Alchemy system, which includes the 104 double-sided cards, the 241-page guidebook, a full color guidebook with methods and examples of 3 multiple card layouts, a wand, a dot to dot, actually 3 dot to dots. Okay. And then you get 5 months in the Word Hub. That is 168. Or the second way you can order the cards is the Word Oracle Alchemy system, the deck by itself, which is 104 double-sided cards, the 241-page guidebook with the potions and the 13-page mystical word spell. And you get 2 months in the Word Hub with that. So a great deal. That one is $79.89. Okay. And believe me, you want these cards. So Jen said, I have to pick up my son. Thank you so much. You are so welcome, Jenny. And let's see. He used to bring my mom roses. He was like another dad for her, and he really liked me. I was a Fiesta girl. Oh, wow. Did he bring like pink roses to your mom? Or maybe he's just showing me pink because I like pink, but this is him for sure. So what he's talking about, oh, interesting. Okay, so he's with your mom. He wants you to know that. He's with your mom. And he's saying, like, your mom is with you and helps you all the time. All the time. And I got to show you guys, look at the card that I picked for Lisa. It's all pink, mostly pink. The first card I've picked all day that's mostly pink, and I saw those pink roses. Okay. So I love that. You can't make this stuff up. But what he wants you to know is like you're very much in the details, but he wants you to just kind of relax a little bit with the details and move more to a space of just trusting, like knowing that it's okay. It doesn't all have to be perfect. Like we were talking about the perfect timing earlier and how there isn't perfection, right? And so like honor what you've done, honor what you've created. And I'm not just talking about this beautiful deck of cards that is stunning. Honor this beautiful deck of cards and honor everything that you've created in your life, the life that you've created, your beautiful children, your beautiful grandchildren, your beautiful marriage, your beautiful friendships, all of the things that you've created and cultivated, like honor those. You really need to take some space and honor it because you don't give yourself enough credit about it. And so give yourself some space with that. And pink, of course, heart center, right? Love, compassion, kindness. And the word that I'm finding for you is disclose. So to me, disclose means we're going to like admit something or say, yes, this is the truth, whatever. So I think what Kearney is saying did I say his name right? Kearney. Yeah. I think what Kearney is saying is it's time for you to disclose all that to yourself. What you've done, this incredible life that you've created, and it hasn't been easy. Like you've had adversity time and time and time again and risen from it, right? And so honor that part of you. Wow, what a beautiful message. And I'm going to kind of hijack that for a second and say that's a message for all of us. Like give yourself Give yourself kudos where you need to, people. Ladies, man, give yourself kudos. Dudes, we got to do it. We don't do it. We don't praise ourselves enough. And I'm not talking about being boastful or being conceited. I'm talking about legit just saying, yeah, done a good job. Makes me emotional. Oh, that card calls itself soft and safe. I love that for all of us. Soft and safe, especially for you, Lisa. It's soft and it's a soft space, and it's a safe space to be gentle and loving with yourself and give yourself kudos. So Kathleen says, let me validate more for you. Jenny is my daughter. Her grandma, my mom, passed away in 2006. Long story with that, but we don't know what she died of. She did have COPD and was losing blood somewhere in her body, so it could have been her with her chest. On the other hand, the dog, that's the dog I posted about, that passed away this week. The dog was such a mother and really connected with Jenny's daughter, 3 years old, born in March. Oh my gosh. Like they had their own language by touching foreheads. And the daughter would whisper things. Oh, I love that. So I'm going to tell you, Kathleen, I think it was both. I think your mom was coming through and the dog. And when we couldn't validate with your mom, she stepped back. But I felt that's why I was so clearly feeling like it was a human, because it's your mom. And I said, it doesn't need to be how she died. I just felt there was issues in the chest, like with breathing. So perfect. Yeah, message me more later. Thanks, Kathleen. And Jen says, beautiful. So isn't that a beautiful message for Lisa and that card? And like I said, these cards are just so, makes me emotional. They're so beautiful. And there's so much love and magic in them. I mean, the first time I held them in my hands, I just felt it all through my body. And I knew what she had done and what she had created. And I was so grateful to be one of the first people to get to experience them and play with them. And I still love them. That was a while ago, 5 years ago, maybe 6, I don't know. But anyway, so Jen Nyberg. Sorry, I need a little earth after that. Lots of beautiful messages from those who've passed. Okay. Jen, I keep seeing a J. I don't think it's you. I mean, I know it's not you. It's another J. It feels male, actually. So is there a J? And then is something going on with like, I just keep seeing like animals and being like mischievous and rambunctious and doing things you don't want them to do, but you don't try, like almost like pest control. What is this about? Can you tell me about that? Lisa says must be 6 years and the 6 years and the cards love you. I appreciate that because you know how I love these cards. My Uncle Joe, maybe. Okay, so, and I'm smelling like a lot of smoke. So is Uncle Joe a smoker, or who is the smoker? And what's going on with these animals? Because that's ultimately what the message is about. What it is about is like your feralness, like you being feral, like really connecting to that feral part of you. And what I mean by feral is like, to me, feral is somebody who is deeply connected to their intuition, deeply connected to their wild nature. And I'm not talking wild like you're a wild person. I'm talking about wild nature, right? Where we come from. And also like not being able to be tamed. You're still trying to tame yourself. You're still trying to fit into a box. And I say still because I know that you've moved out of the box a tremendous amount, but you're still like creating these boxes for yourself that are keeping you in, and we don't want to do that. Like, don't do that. Don't do that. Okay, no pets. Yeah. And I didn't think it was pets. I meant more like wild animals, but I think it might actually be about you. Like, because I kept seeing like these animals being mischievous and doing their thing, and you trying to catch them and hearing like, don't catch them. And I think that's you. Like, don't put you in a cage. Don't try to say, I've got to be like this and this and this. This is how I'll be accepted. Because what we tend to do, and this goes for everybody, right? Not just Jen, all of us, but we tend to come, if we come from places where we've been told that this is the way to be a good girl, or to be proper, or to be accepted, or to be liked, or whatever it is. And we're put into this box, and then we don't want to be in that box. What we end up doing oftentimes is finding another box because we're comfortable in the box, right? And so it might be a bigger box, but it's still a box. So let's not go with the box. She says, I totally get what you're saying. I see myself as being the crone in the woods, the wild woman with white hair. I am in my boxes still. Okay. Thank you for validating that, Jen. I appreciate it. So your card is this gorgeous, oh my gosh, look at this card. The red and the yellow. Look at all this gold, like the sun coming up. And to me, what that is saying is it's like you're very connected to your root chakra, all the red, right? And then your fire, your personal power is just coming up and growing with it. So the more that you can be embodied, the more that you can ground yourself into your root chakra, it's just going to help you. And I'm going to say the way that you really need to do that is baths and water for you. Baths and water for you. Guys, we've covered all the elements except air today. Isn't that interesting? Interesting. And there's something with your Uncle Joe. So what is it with your Uncle Joe? Was he like feral? Did he not allow himself any boxes at all? Like, or you know what I want to say is, like, I see what I see, Jen, because you're not going to be comfortable with no box, right? Like, I think most of us need some walls, right? But maybe 3 sides so that one is open, right? So that you can come and go as you need, as you feel safe. To move about, you can, and when you need to come back and recoup whatever you can. So that's what I'm going to say about that. Oh, Jojo's got Jojo. Sorry, guys. Woo! Jojo, come. Good girl. Good girl. Okay, so the word Jojo. No, Joe. She loves to bark at the neighbors walking. Come here. Come. Good girl. So the word that I saw for you, Jen, is harbor. Okay. So harbor, like HARBOUR, like harboring something. So to me, what that speaks to is, where are you still harboring the belief, the need, the animosity about the boundaries, all of it. So, we're coming into the full moon on Tuesday, I think. So that'd be a perfect time for you to let go of some of that stuff that you're harboring, right? We want to use it for what we can. So I keep using my root singing bowl. Perfect. Keep doing it. And water. You know what would be really cool? If you could do a foot soak and use the root singing bowl at the same time. Got it. That would be wonderful. Jen says he was a wild man for many years. And then let's see. Validation on Joe with your doggy. Oh my gosh. Yeah. We're talking about Uncle Joe, and her name is actually Banjo Lucy, but I call her Jojo for short. My son, when we got her, he wanted to name her Scooter. And I'm like, we are not naming this cute little girl dog Scooter. And he's like, well, I like to give dogs kind of silly names. And I'm like, well, we'll pick something else. And so we went through all these things, and we liked Banjo. And so I said, but I'm going to call her JoJo. So she's JoJo Lou. Anyway, yes, I love that idea of a foot bath with a bowl. And Jen, I think we just figured out your next business thing, your next event. You need to have people in foot soaks while you do a sound bath. Wow. I mean, come on. Why are you always so spot on? Well, thank you so much. I appreciate that. I work to be a complete conduit. And so I appreciate it when I really appreciate it. So, what I mean is I appreciate that I can be spot on, and I appreciate you guys validating these things for me, because, otherwise I would just be, JoJo, come. Thank you. I know you have so much to say. She says, Mom, pull a card for me. Okay. So thank you all so much. I appreciate this. Again, let's just go over a little bit of business. Lisa, let me find your site again. Sorry, guys. I got to go back up here and find it. I want to put it up here so everybody can see it. It's up here. It's back a ways. We had a lot of comments today. Thank you, guys. Thank you so much for all of your participation. I appreciate it so much. I don't want to miss it. Oh, there we go. Lisa Star with 2R Francis. Lisa Star Francis, Star with 2 R's. Okay. So I want to remind you that there are several ways you can connect with me. I put my link to schedule with me here, but I think it'll only show up on YouTube. So I will also put it on the comment on Facebook. And so you can connect with me there. If you want a personal reading, we can go deeper than we did today. If you want product recommendations, I would be happy to do that for you as well. And if you want to try block therapy with me, we're doing a really great 2-part series coming up Saturday at 9 a.m. Mountain that we're going to work on our hands and our feet. And wouldn't you know, love it that so much came up about opening up the hands and the feet, the energy centers, right? We're going to be working on those. So if you want information about that, message me, Michelle at michellesnelling.com, Michelle with 1 L, Snelling with 2. And if you want information about the grief event that I'm going to be doing, let me know. And thank you all so much for being here. Joanne just ordered the salt and the fire oils. Wonderful. Thank you, Joanne. And I can't wait to get those to you. And just so that you know, I'm going to say this here, even though this is always the way it is. When you order products, if you want a personal recommendation of where to use it, when to use it, how to use it, I will include that. And I'm going to include that for you, Joanne. Okay. So thank you all. Have a beautiful week, and I will see you again soon.